Hey friends, welcome back to the channel with more of Marvel's What If. Today we're looking at episode 2, What If T'Challa Became Star-Lord. And I know Chadwick Boseman recorded some lines before he passed for this show, and so I'm about to get very emotional. Very excited though. If you want to watch the full reaction, check out Patreon in the link in the description below. Otherwise, take a quick moment to leave a like, and let's get started.
Reality.
Thanos, Josh Brolin, the Collector.
It's more than a linear path.
Ego.
Drop it! Drop it now! Who are you? Oh, Star-Lord! I'm
Oh my God.
a fan of your work. What are you doing here?
That
Everybody knows
was
him.
Not the reaction I was expecting.
Should we be bowing? I feel like we should be bowing. I mean, unless we should be kneeling.
Neither is necessary.
Please, you are a lord.
It is not an official title.
Oh, should I not use the gun?
Go ahead.
Really?
Please.
No. It's I could get rid of it.
It's okay.
Oh,
Ow.
my lord. I didn't mean to.
That is what we're here for. Do it again, but this time faster.
Oh,
Classic Star-Lord.
classic Star-Lord.
Now I almost
He's
feel
smiling.
good. I said a Ravager never flies solo.
Yondu.
If we wanted to have some real fun, we'd make like the old days and sell this bad boy to the highest bidder.
Yeah.
If we still made it like the old days, you'd only have half of your teeth. No treasure is worth as much as the good that can be done with it.
Wow.
My boy.
That's... He's still T'Challa.
I am tired of living in a bubble. There's an entire world out there, Baba.
That world has nothing to offer Wakanda.
There are
For the
things that
blood of
Wakanda
the
can
king
offer the
runs
world.
through your those people do not understand our way of life.
The wrong place, at the wrong time. As fate would have it, at that very moment, a Ravager spacecraft was arriving on Earth to abduct the spawn of the celestial Ego.
You morons grabbed the wrong kid.
Not so fast, Captain. Two
Is that Taserface?
two ear holes, 1 8-hole. Everything checks out.
What you doing out there all by yourself anyway?
Exploring the world.
Sounds fun, but why stop at one world when we can show you all of them?
Wow. And he said yes, he didn't want to go back.
How exactly did you stop Thanos, the Mad Titan? from
Stop
decimating half of the
Thanos?
Oh, no,
Oh.
I'm a big enough man to admit when I'm wrong. T'Challa here showed me there was more than one way to reallocate the universe's resources.
You mean other than genocide?
Although
Holy
I still
crap.
assert my plan was,
Still just genocide, big guy.
and I'm pretty sure it's efficient.
Holy crap. T'Challa.
Your money is no
Drax.
good here. Star-Lord, you saved my home world from a Kree invasion. Let us take a picture to send to my wife and daughter.
I would prefer.
Aww. Oh.
You should take another one. You look terrible. I look great.
I'm sure it's fine.
No,
He looks pretty good from where I'm standing.
Nebula.
Hey, Cha-Cha.
Nebula?
Pretty valuable loot you got here. You ever think of going back?
Not much to go back to. Yondu attempted to return me to Wakanda, but it had been destroyed.
What?
I'm sorry.
Just another senseless war.
Do I have a job for you?
Nebula
They're
with
called
hair.
The Embers of Genesis. Nutrient-rich cosmic dust from an ancient supernova with the power to terraform entire ecosystems.
I'm sorry, what?
With 1 ounce, you can heal a dying planet in minutes.
I thought you work alone, daughter.
Wait. You mean she's your offspring?
Adopted.
It's a long story. I've been trying to get them into counseling.
So who's the mark?
Tana leads
Therapy.
on.
The Collector?
As in the most ruthless kingpin in the intergalactic underworld?
Wait,
What?
I thought that was you.
When I went straight, Tavon saw an opening and filled the power vacuum.
We can
Wow.
all agree the Collector is dangerous.
He'll dissect you for a science project and hang you up on the wall.
So, should I mark you down as undecided?
So long as the Collector's involved, we are not.
We have Thanos on our side. Are you kidding me?
If we truly want to change the galaxy, accomplish all we've set out to do,
Wow.
then it's time we rob the bank.
Oh, jeez.
You caused the distraction.
Oh.
Try calling me Captain Genocide again, new guy.
Captain Genocide!
The Ravagers will start riot, drawing the attention of the Black Order.
Oh, my dearest Nebula, aren't you a sight for sore eye? Forgive me, I couldn't help myself. Oh,
I brought what you asked.
Collector's the big bad in this universe.
All this
Is it-
suffering, and for what?
A dark
I
elf?
guess he's compensating for something big.
Howard the
Though
Duck.
small, if you catch my drift.
You are quite articulate for a duck. Screw it.
Come with.
Give me the tour.
You know what they say when you're out of luck. Always go duck.
I'm
What?
pretty sure no one
Yeah.
says that.
Oh,
No one says that.
Really?
Totally.
Well, this is going
Dude,
wonderfully.
we have to go.
Where you going?
What? Oh, shoot. Not what you were here for, but... Damn.
You are one bright, burning light in the night sky, and we will search every last one of them until we find you on this plane or
Wow.
the next.
They developed a space program to look for him.
I had a debt with the collector, and you were the payment.
Oh, come on. Nebula.
I was protecting you.
Told me my homeland had been destroyed.
He
my
lied.
family killed. How is that protecting me?
You're an explorer, Star-Lord. You don't belong down there with them. You belong
Wow.
up here with us, with your family.
The Collector is ready for you.
Oh.
I must apologize for all that awkwardness back there with Nebula. I simply abhor drama.
Your outfit would suggest otherwise. What is it you want with me, Tavan?
I prefer you in the cage.
Where I come from, history has never looked kindly on those who lock men in cages.
How could you do this to us? To my best friend T'Challa. You are the worst. Ooh.
Turn around and shoot.
But then again, there are two sides to every story.
Relax, new guy. I'm here to rescue you. You see, I have this debt with the collector, and, well, he's come to collect.
And what does he want?
In a word, you, Cha-Cha. I had
Cha-Cha.
no idea about that
Cha-Cha.
Wakandan ship. He's keeping his escape plan close to his chest.
Literally.
Foolish.
Oh. Really? Better fate than being destroyed by an Infinity Stone.
I hacked it off the carcass of a terribly chatty crone. Of course, if
You
that's
mean
not
Korg?
your style, a dagger forged in
Cap shield?
ladder.
Did I see Thor's Hellas?
Oh.
We were running. Okay, we'll run faster.
Get to the ship.
Are you crazy? You'll never take them yourself.
Not crazy.
He's Thanos. Mad. Oh. Didn't he used to be your boss?
Maybe you haven't had. A Ravager never flies solo.
Oh.
No way.
Should have
in
went to the
hell
heart.
I was gonna.
Or the head. You're frickin' Thanos. Are you kidding me?
Eat this.
Oh, damn. Wow.
What about Yondu and T'Challa?
I'm sure they're doing fine.
Come on, guys. Oh. 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 Lock him in, lock him in.
I trust you'll know what to do with this.
Oh, I have some ideas.
Stop and think. I took care of all of you. I put a roof over your heads. Oh, karma.
Go, Karma.
Then I will see you at the rendezvous point.
Copy that, Cha-Cha.
Cha-cha.
I was the one who told you I wanted to see the world. All you did was show me the universe.
If I've learned anything from watching you on any planet, among any people. There ain't no place in this galaxy where you don't belong.
Wow. Go home and become the Black Panther too. That'll make things much easier to save the universe.
Baba, my son.
My friend, that sounds an awful lot like genocide.
No, because it's random.
Oh yeah, sure.
Efficient.
Oh, Dad.
I mean, I really want to put a label on it. T'Challa and I are best friends.
Oh, yeah.
And from one family reunion to another.
Peter Quill? It's Peter frickin' Oh.
Too bad this might spell the end of the world. But that's a story for another day.
Yeah. Well, that's not good. Oh. Man. T'Challa with his endless capacity for kindness and compassion, changing the way the universe plays out. T'Challa really was the best of us. Look how he changed the universe. He freaking changed Thanos' mind about all the genocide. That's kind of incredible. Also feels like maybe Thanos went a little soft with how Proxima Midnight and Cull Obsidian were able to take him down. Definitely feels like that could not have happened in our sacred timeline. We heard he has a farm now. Maybe his madness, his drive made him stronger in our timeline. And I love, though, that he openly admits to everybody he meets that he was going to kill half the universe. And then trying to explain that it wasn't genocide because it's random, dispassionate. Yeah, okay, buddy. But I assume the only change in this timeline is that Yondu outsourced the kidnapping to some subordinates. Because it's perfectly possible that T'Challa ran out of Wakanda and wanted to go exploring as a child, even in our sacred timeline. And I say our, like, all these events from the MCU actually happened in our timeline, but anyway. Loved hearing the music from Wakanda playing in some of the scenes. It's so iconic. And freaking Yondu lying to him about Wakanda being destroyed. I was devastated. And myself and T'Challa a little too quick to believe that the most advanced civilization on Earth was destroyed in a human war. Maybe subconsciously, T'Challa knew that Yondu was lying, but he wanted to keep exploring the universe, changing things for the better. I mean, he saved planets, galaxies. I mean, T'Challa as Star-Lord, did he technically create a new band of Guardians of the Galaxy? Except instead of Drax, Rocket, Gamora, Mantis, etc., it's Thanos, Nebula, Yondu, Taserface, and Korath, and Taserface, and Kraglin. Kraglin, I think his name is. But yeah, I love Korath's reaction to T'Challa as Star-Lord. It's fantastic, just complete opposite of the way he reacted to Peter Quill. And he's so hesitant to actually fight Star-Lord, wants to bow or kneel to him. It just feels like wherever he goes, T'Challa makes everyone better, commands so much respect. It's really remarkable. And Korath is so honored to actually spar with T'Challa. And then when T'Challa finally takes him out, he's so happy. He passes out with the biggest smile on his face. Really, really funny. And then T'Challa decides to recruit him, just puts him over his shoulder. T'Challa didn't become the Black Panther, so he's actually still really, really capable, even though that didn't happen. But it's kind of hilarious that T'Challa winds up taking him as a recruit, and in every conversation, he's just like, "Oh, Star-Lord, T'Challa? You mean my best friend, my bestie, my BFF?" It's super funny. And we saw Drax as a bartender, still so happy because his family wasn't killed by the Kree. T'Challa saved them all. And I mean, T'Challa is just incredible. But what does that say about Peter Quill? That in the same situation, no one knew his name and a bunch of worlds were destroyed. I mean, I guess you can't blame it all on him. He was kidnapped. But T'Challa is just so incredible that he was able to turn the fate of the universe around. He was just filled with so much love, compassion, drive to do good. Just like Chadwick Boseman. I miss him so much. And yeah, T'Challa had enough heart to change the mind of the freaking Mad Titan, which is just incredible. We saw how resolute he was in his quest for the Infinity Stones, so it must have been some speech to get him to change his mind. I would really actually love to see that moment. But he even tried to get Nebula and Thanos into counseling. Can you imagine? I don't think Bucky's therapist would be up for that kind of task. But Nebula, thankfully, a much softer person thanks to not being ripped apart by Thanos over and over and over again after each loss to Gamora. Nebula even had hair, blonde hair, and she seems like a romantic interest for T'Challa in this universe. Don't know if that's uh, we weren't shown that explicitly, but it definitely seemed like it. The Collector becomes the big bad after all this, and we see just how much he collects after all this time. We saw Cap's shield, Thor's hammer. Did he defeat the Avengers? And how is Earth alive? Maybe he just went in to specifically claim these artifacts and left the planet alone basically after that, hopefully. Because at least Wakanda's still around. Maybe Wakanda fought him off. I don't know. But yeah, Yandu, he's just like T'Challa's second father. Seems like he was always meant to be a father, honestly, an adoptive father. And his son, T'Challa, raised him right, turning him and making him go straight. Incredible. And there were a few characters that were still missing from this alternate timeline, or at the very least, some unanswered questions. Curious if the fate of N'Jadaka changed at all, because, I mean, Wakanda developed space technology to go find T'Challa. Did they just leave N'Jadaka back in Oakland after all that time still? And what happened to Thanos' other daughter, Gamora? Like, is Nebula still the more well-adjusted sister in this universe somehow? And she kept calling T'Challa Cha-Cha, which is just such a great name, such a great nickname. I really, really like that. And then, yeah, at the end of the episode, T'Challa reunited with his family at long last. I don't think we saw Nakia. We had a shot of Shuri and T'Challa's parents when T'Challa was walking into the throne room. And I think it was Okoye who said to Thanos, like, I'm pretty sure that's just genocide, before Nebula was like, oh, Dad, stop embarrassing me in front of the humans. That was really, really funny. And then at the end, Ego shows up on Earth to get Peter Quill himself. That's going to be interesting. Without the rest of the Guardians, I feel like, without any fighting experience, he might just be used as a battery and won't be able to escape from the planet Ego. That won't be good. I'm curious if they'll show how that actually plays out in another episode. Maybe T'Challa comes back for another episode and saves him. Is that hoping for too much after already getting to hear Chadwick Boseman as T'Challa one more time? I really wish that would happen though. My heart does feel kind of full after getting to see another one of Chadwick Boseman's last performances. I thought Ma Rainey's Black Bottom was going to be the last thing released that he was in, but yeah, Chadwick and T'Challa, such inspiring people. Really, really glad with that this episode played out the way it did, and yeah, really satisfying. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Leave a like, really helps with the channel. If you want to see the full reaction, check out Patreon in the link in the description below. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next week with more. Bye, friends.